What's up, everybody? It's your boy T Fields here with Fonzarelli. This is BS episode 14. We got one more episode left before we start our second season going on. So,
Oh,
welcome back
jeez.
this week. Had to do some business stuff last week, but we are back with our podcast. So, let's go and jump into it. What we got this week, Fonzarelli?
Oh, man. I don't even know where to start. Or is there somewhere you want to start? I don't know. I kind of want to talk about what if because I got to tell you, Tim, I think the Watcher slowly became my favorite out of everybody. And I don't think I realized it until this final episode, which is the first half of the finale. The second half will be next week.
Right. Well, I mean, what we got to talk about episode 7 first. 7 was kind of a throwback to the whole National Lampoon type thing. Like, have you ever seen National Lampoon movies? Whereas, like,
Yes.
his Thor was the party guy, and he just threw his party to destroy planets and stuff. So that was pretty cool. We actually got to see a happy Loki finally.
Yes.
Being
So the What If episode was titled What If Thor Was an Only Child? And so the timeline turning point for that was instead of Odin taking in Loki as his son and giving him his warmth, he was returned to the giants.
Yep.
And Loki is huge and blue in this episode, and we love it.
Yeah, it was super chill, super relaxed. Everybody was partying. They brought Drax back again, too. He was a partier.
Yes.
And then they also brought back the, not the Collector, but he ran Shakar. Jeff Goldblum's
Yes.
character brought him back too. Like, everybody was having a good time except for Miss Marvel, which was kind of funny because she was the only one fighting him. But we got to see that battle and stuff. But it was a cool episode. I mean, it was a lot better than what the previous episode was. That everybody was kind of. I think the prequel episode was zombies. Was that before that or no?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. But then, yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
Zombies.
what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark?
Yeah, that was
the
trash.
last
I was not a
episode.
fan of that one at all. That was a complete trash episode because nothing changed. It was still Killmonger doing the same thing. And I felt
Yes,
like they ran
and
out of ideas on that episode.
yeah, I can see that. We didn't get a chance to talk about episode 6 because our guest Perfect Legend hasn't watched Marvel's What
Right.
If, so which is fine. I mean, it's not really something that I'd probably watch if I wasn't like invested in the multiverse concept. So, but I didn't really like the execution. I just felt like there was a lot of necessary death, but he is Killmonger. He gathers kills,
Yeah.
I was kind of on the fence about it. I didn't hate it, but it definitely was not my favorite. Not like
Well, and
what
on
if
top of that, like, what's the point of saving Tony Stark and you didn't do anything with it, really? That's the thing. I'm like over here, like, he could have became like the new Rhodey. He could have got his own suit, armor. Like, it was so many different other things they could have went with, but they chose like the most basic ass thing and he did the same plan. I'm just like, this is weird.
Tony Stark dies quite a bit in these What If episodes. This is like the 4th one he's died in.
Right. I mean, Tony has to die. That's what everybody's trying to say. Tony has to die. And so going from that episode to the Thor episode, which is kind of a reliever episode and that was like kind of relaxation and stuff. But
I thought it was very fun for that.
But this episode 8 though this week was fantastic. It was off the hook. It felt good. It felt right. It was kind of a combination of everything, especially a little surprise ending at the end too, because you thought somebody was going. He's still there. He's like, "Bruh, I need your help." Like, oh shit. And on top of that, just to see the ruthlessness of Ultron, like, I really felt like they did downplay Ultron in the movies. Like, Ultron needed more than just one movie for that character itself, and for him to actually have like Vision's body and just completely just own everybody. When he saw Thanos, it was like, "Hey, get out of here!" Like, killed immediately.
A lot of people are upset that Thanos was defeated so easily, but I think what a lot of people are forgetting is, and a lot of people are arguing on the internet that that Thanos was so easy to kill with the Mind Stone, why didn't Vision do it? But a lot of people don't understand or aren't remembering, or maybe just don't realize that Vision is Vision because Ultron wasn't fully uploaded into that body.
Right.
And so he didn't have the artificial intelligence of Ultron to be able to fully master the Mind Stone, to be able to know to do that, on top of just melting the part of the glove that he needed to get the other stones. Like,
Plus Vision's not ruthless. Ultron is ruthless.
I agree.
Ultron is a straight AI, yes or no. That's all he does. He knows 0-1 commands, that's it. And so that was kind of cool how he became aware after using the stones for someone. He became aware of the Watcher, which was pretty cool too. But yeah, like, that's why he saw Thanos was like, zoom, dead. Like, don't sneak up on me, bro. You know who I am.
Oh my
Like I
god.
killed galaxies like you were nothing to me, bro. Like he immediately shut that shit down, and it was fantastic. So and then the whole battle between him and the Watcher was good. So because the Watcher, he just popped the Watcher like, oh there you are. He's like, oh shit. It was like that oh
Yeah,
shit moment.
so
So
I was it's actually like late at night when I was watching
mm,
this, and so I was like laying with my cat, and so when he broke through and got to the Watcher, I shouted, and the cat just like woke up and like looked at me, and I like felt so bad, but I was just so invested in the suspense of Natasha and Hawkeye finding the file and getting to Siberia, and
right.
is Ultron gonna like actually like confront and like find the Watcher. And so I wonder if like his like monologuing was like his actual intervening point.
Yeah, because the whole time he's like, yo, it's right there. It's right there. Yo, it's there. He's like, should I tell him?
Yeah.
He's like, it's right there. Like because you can tell he's freaking out. He's like, yo, this motherfucker's after me right now. Like this is how you
Mm-hmm.
stop him. And so it's gonna be interesting how they use how they bring that character back to kind of stop him. But yeah, because they're both AIs. But man, like you can just see the Watcher like, yo, I have the power. And then he actually fights him. He's still like, bro, I'm still not strong enough. That's how crazy powerful this
Yes.
guy is. Which is weird though because if you watch Loki, the times like the Infinity Stones aren't shit. Like they're in the drawer
Yes.
chilling. So it's kind of interesting how they're gonna go with it. But I'm super excited. We got one more episode left. But I know during last week also Star Wars Visions came out, and Visions was off the hook. I've seen all 9 episodes of that, and that was incredible.
Oh wow. So it came out all at once. It's not like
Yep.
a
Yeah,
weekly.
they
Oh
said fuck
wow.
it. They dropped every. I mean, it's because it's short. So they're only like 15-minute episodes. So
Oh
they dropped
wow.
all of them at the same time, and I gotta say that was off the hook. That was a good run.
I did have that recommended to me because I was told I didn't have to watch the original movies to watch that.
No, because they're all just separate stories. They're just like Love,
Yeah.
Death, and Robots. Where just like they're all just different stories, but just
Oh,
set in
like
the
little
Star Wars lore.
anthologies.
Correct. And just set in the Star Wars
Yeah.
lore with each anime studio doing its own thing. I mean, Trigger killed it. Science Sorrow killed it. Like I mean, especially if you're familiar with Trigger, they did Kill a Kill, Gurren Lagann, like different stuff like that. Science Saru, like it was a lot of homage to certain things too. So it was real great. So those
Yes.
who saw it, let me know what you guys think. I thought it was fantastic. The duel and the Toby episode, probably my favorite episode because it's like it was kind of reminiscent to Astro Boy and Mega Man, which is fantastic, which I love. So that was a great. Especially because it gets me excited for next week. For Metroid comes out next Friday, so I'm super excited for that.
I knew you were gonna tie Mega Man and Astro Boy to Metroid somehow because it is the 35th year that Metroid has been out. But
Yep.
also last week at the Nintendo Direct, they did talk a little bit about Metroid Dread.
Yeah, and like I said several times, y'all, we gotta purchase the shop this game. Everybody's gotta buy it
Yep.
because we will not get Metroid Prime 4 if this game does not fucking sell. I hate to say it, but this shit's
And
gotta
Tim
sell something.
desperately wants Metro Prime 4.
I mean, shit, I still want to fucking port of Metroid Prime 1 through 3, but that's. I mean, I've been talking about every podcast. Yeah, I know how I feel. Samus, I love that. That's my lady. I love her to death. I love her ever since I've been playing her since a young wee lad, and I
Oh, we
want to see her
love.
continue.
Yes.
But yeah, Nintendo Direct has some good stuff. The new Pokemon game looked pretty good. Are serious. I don't want to say atrocious, but are serious or curious. Whatever the hell you fucking pronounce it. It looks fantastic.
Arceus.
Arceus, thank you.
Yes.
That's gonna change the game. I mean, they're basically giving us what we want. Also, they also dropped. I got another game too, Ulterior Riser, which is kind of a reboot from olds who are in this game for the Super NES. So they came up with that today. They had nice little good stuff in the Nintendo Direct. I liked it a lot last week.
I also enjoyed the Nintendo Direct, and I think I don't know, I really was into the Pokemon games because that's usually what I buy Nintendo devices for,
Yeah,
primarily. So I'm also wholly invested in the open world because it's we've been asking for an open world Pokemon game for so long, and I feel like this is going to be exactly what we've been asking for. And I think if we got another Pokemon game after it came out, it would be too soon.
yeah, big time.
Like they could release a Pokemon game in 2024 and it would be too soon after Arceus because I bet a lot of people are going to constantly play it. I bet it's going to have a lot of replayability, or it's going to be like Skyrim where you can just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, everybody still plays Skyrim, and they got another freaking version of it coming out again. So
Yes.
I mean,
And we already know how I feel about that. 10-year anniversary Skyrim comes out, I believe, November 11th, 2021. And shout out to me who saw it coming. And shout out to me who will probably buy it. Maybe. I don't know. It'll have 200 pieces of custom content included into the game, like very popular
right, but that's
custom
other
content
people's shit that
items.
they made. It's like y'all making money off other people's shit, other people's
I
mods
think
and stuff.
I wonder if they might get a cut, though. I'm not entirely sure.
Nah, I doubt it. Coming out, Bethesda, and Bethesda's owned by Microsoft now. I highly doubt they give a fuck.
Oh,
Damn
yeah,
it.
that's true. Speaking of, PlayStation received another acquisition. I'm not really sure what the studio is, but they do have another acquisition, so be on the lookout for a new story about
Yeah,
that
they bought the
from
studio that
me.
did Demon Souls remake.
Yes, Demon Souls.
Yes.
And so it doesn't say what the price is just yet, but a lot of acquisitions have happened this week because not only did an acquisition happen there, but Netflix also
Yep.
acquired Night School Studios, which is the maker of the game Oxenfree.
Yep.
And Oxenfree 2 is still coming. So if you're looking for Oxen 2 free Lost Signals, you can look for that in early 2022. But Netflix is not playing when they're talking about getting into games because why would you acquire a video game studio if you're not serious?
Yeah, and I like what they're doing because if you actually pay attention to Netflix business model, their demographic for age is definitely our target. They're targeting us, so they're literally
Yes.
looking at that 25 to 45 bracket because even the anime stuff they put out is tend to be more adult. Even though they still do the kiddish round stuff, everything they do
Yes.
is like, yo, we're looking at the 80s and 90s babies. These are the cats that are paying their monthly subscriptions. Like, unfortunately, your older parents are dying off. We're not interested in them because they don't play games like that. But we're definitely interested in the cats are 25 to 45. So it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna be doing this stuff because they've got a lot of data over the past 15 years, 20 years they've been operating. So they're ready to
Yeah.
kick ass with it. So hopefully we can get some of that money too over at BSNs because I'm definitely trying to reach out to them because hey, they support. They want studios. Let's make it happen because it's definitely gonna be a cloud based platform where people are gonna be able to play just like they use either Google Stadia or Amazon Luna. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
excited for it. Hopefully we hear more stuff about it, but it's gonna be nice coming out next year, I believe.
I do want to redirect back to the Nintendo Direct and say
Yeah.
that if you are an Animal Crossing fan, there will be a Animal Crossing Direct of its very own in October. So be on the lookout for an actual date for that. We just
Mm-hmm.
know it is coming in October.
Yeah, and also they announced they're gonna be announcing the final Smash character next week too.
Who do you think it is?
Shit, it's probably somebody we don't give a fuck about. That's how they usually do. That's how the
A
glass
lot
cut
of
people.
a
I mean,
lot of
Kazooie
people
was
are
cool, but
saying
it's like, who else are they gonna do? Like, everybody wants Crash, and they finally put in Crash Bandicoot. Everybody be happy. Everybody wants Crash or Goku. I'm like, man, just give me Crash or
see
Ratchet.
you
Somebody.
your circle says Crash or Goku, but a lot of people in my circle think it will be the main character of Kingdom Hearts, Sora. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's Sora. Yeah, but that kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense because they are. But then again, that'll be another Final Fantasy character, another SquareSoft character because they already got two with Cloud and Sephiroth. So for us, it'll be completely other mascots. So that way you have Pac-Man, you have Sonic, you have Mario, and now you have Crash. And it's like, okay, now we're complete.
That would be
Complete all the
pretty
mascots
complete.
in this damn game. Like Ryu from Street Fighter and Ken from Street Fighter, Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Like everybody who's a mascot or a league,
Yeah.
that'll be complete. So I highly doubt it. They're gonna give it somebody completely random as hell again.
Well, who else did you think was random as hell?
Joker from Persona 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty out there. Not somebody I would even
Exactly.
fathom, like, shoot.
And the
Yeah.
Persona games are pretty violent too. They're not kids games. So like everybody who's been in the game is like either from fighting games or other games that make sense for that demographic. I mean,
Now,
Shuck
what's
was
the
just like
rating on
really,
Super Smash Bros?
yeah,
E?
yeah, it's E for everyone because it's
Okay.
cartoon violence.
Cartoon violence, okay. Nickelodeon's R-Star Brawl will also be, I believe, rated E for everyone. However, if you are looking to play it this weekend, you will not be able to because they have pushed back the date from October 2nd to, I believe, October 7th. So we have to wait another 5 days after its original release. So we'll be waiting in the wings still for Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl. But I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
Okay. So, you love Xbox, right?
I like
But
everything. I like everything. I just like Game
you
Pass.
do like everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. So, what do you think shuts down more, PlayStation Network or Xbox Live?
Probably Xbox. It's just people don't notice it.
Well, you're correct. Because Tool Tester conducted a study over the last 12 months that says that Xbox Live shut down 63 times in 12 months
Yeah.
versus PlayStation Network, which only went down 49 times.
Think about it though. You gotta understand, like, this is the thing. So PlayStation Network is super simple. Like, it's only used to download games, play games.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Dude, Microsoft, that fucking platform, everything's on
Xbox
there.
Live.
You got community groups, you're streaming shit, you're playing. I mean, PlayStation has like a little 10% of what Microsoft does with Xbox. I mean, Xbox, you got a whole party going on that you're doing with the crew, on top of streaming straight from there, on top of Twitch platform, YouTube. Like, you're doing everything that you want to do possible. I mean, it's a media system. And you have having way more active users that's playing that than freaking PlayStation. So yeah, it makes sense. It's just that it crashes where it's not as big. Like, when it has a big crash, you notice, but it'll crash but it keeps everything running. Where Sony shuts down, one thing shuts down, it's shut down. Like, it's like you can't do shit. So that makes much more sense because Microsoft has really tiered the Xbox since its launch as a home entertainment system.
Well, the biggest impact for Xbox Live being down was online gaming, and that was impacted 65% of the time. Mm-hmm. And then the most common issue that PlayStation Network had was being unable to sign in, which I get. So I've got the top 10 websites where the most outages have occurred, and who do you think is number one?
As far as gaming, or is it universal websites?
Universal websites. Think of like all tech and social media outlets.
Probably Facebook.
Like Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else maybe?
Facebook, maybe Reddit.
Reddit?
Yeah.
Well, Reddit is not on the list. Okay. But number one is actually Discord, and it has had 129 outages.
Yeah, it makes sense because everybody's using it. It's a community builder. Like, everything that's crashing makes sense because that's why they have server space for it, so they can keep increasing it. And it's the reason why these platforms such as Xbox and Discord shuts down like that. Because, I mean, think about how many groups you're in Discord right now. And think of the person who's actually like full blown Discord whore. That just sits there and they don't touch anything anymore. Like, I'm a Discord whore. I have to turn my shit off because otherwise, as soon as I turn it on, it's beep 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 beep. Goes nuts. So yeah, it makes sense. But I know Discord actually had a website. Discord's more of an application than a website, though.
It does say website, so I'm not really sure if they just meant
because you don't go to a website to use Discord. You have to download their application.
Right, and then when you look at the rest of the top 10, number 2 is Steam with 99 outages. Number 3 is Instagram with 81.
Okay.
YouTube. Huh?
No, okay, so yeah, Steam is another application. Like, this guy's confusing me because you have web applications, you have desktop applications. Like, Steam and Discord, you have to download.
Correct, and you have to download Instagram. You can't even use Instagram on your desktop.
Exactly, you can't do shit. You only can upload like bigger files on the Instagram. That's it.
So number 4 is YouTube. Number 5 is Microsoft Teams. Number 6 is Xbox Live. Number 7 is Google. Number 8 is Twitter. Number 9 is the PlayStation Network. And then number 10 is Snapchat.
That list makes no sense.
Facebook is actually...
that's just application. None of these are web-based desktops. Microsoft Teams aren't web-based. I mean, you can stream shit. I'm sorry, but that list is just confusing as shit because...
Yeah.
Like 9 and
Microsoft or not Microsoft. Facebook is number 11.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with Facebook, when Facebook fucks up, it fucks up too.
Yes.
And then everybody's like, oh my God, I can't post my personal shit on Facebook right now. It's like, yeah, nobody cares anyway. Like, go outside and go take some fresh air, damn it. Like, people gotta say, like, when I use social media for business, so when I'm done with social media, I'm done. Like, I ain't trying to touch this shit. I mean,
I am trying to find a balance between personalized social media and then works and professional social media, like in the sense of like how much time I'm spending like on my screen for social media. So I'm kind of like in a balance of that because
mm-hmm.
I think I'm in this like unique position where like I didn't grow up with social media, so once I was able to have social media, I became a little bit obsessed with it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like being the '80s babies that we are, like we've literally seen everything from fucking groups, the fucking AOL chat, to instant message. Like we
Yeah.
literally grew up with this shit, but at the same time, we still look at it as features. I mean, you got
Yeah.
some of us that are like full blown whores into it and stuff, but like me, I'm hesitant because I use it for business and I operate other client stuff doing that stuff. Like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm like, I'm cool here. We're good. Like, you don't need to know all my personal stuff. I mean, I got 3 accounts with this shit, so. I mean, MySpace is probably more stable and let you do more things than Facebook. Facebook's like, you're punished. MySpace didn't give a shit what you did. You can do whatever the hell you want. Most issues you got from MySpace, people got mad because they weren't your top 6 space. Like, I'm not your top friend. Like, no, motherfucker, you ain't. But yeah, at least
Face-
Tom and judges though. Mark judges us. You can't talk about violence. Oh, that's not community standards. MySpace.
Facebook is also doing this weird thing it where like it's like taking things that you posted from like 2 to like 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
and banning you because my
Yeah.
main account is banned right now because of that shit.
Oh
Like,
my
oh, you posted this back
gosh.
in 2011. I'm like, dude, you're banning me. Like, my account is literally restricted for 60 days. And that sucks too because especially if you use like because I have a lot of client stuff I do for advertising and stuff,
Yes.
and so it reneges on your ability to do that stuff. So it's
Oh
like,
my
damn. So you
gosh.
have to actually have a professional account and a regular account because of those things. Like for example, even like when I go to like share information, it'll
Yeah.
literally water that shit down where it won't be in your feed. It won't showcase it. Like Facebook is super shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of shady stuff with it. So yeah, like account restrictions are never good. It'll affect your level up status. It'll affect a lot of different things. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I like Facebook for what it's doing with the gaming stuff, but it's still a bitch.
Yeah. And a lot of streamers are moving to Facebook gaming. A lot of I'm going to redirect for a moment. Well,
Mm-hmm.
redirect and say that like a lot of Twitch streamers are moving from Twitch to Facebook gaming and like YouTube gaming, but Twitch is trying to maybe bring them back with making a new music deal with the National Music Publishers Association. And they're trying to give creators more flexible and more forgiving um penalties for inadvertently or accidentally using music that they're not supposed to. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this could help GTA streamers, but it doesn't really help streamers overall because Twitch is forming a team that'll review reports and do completeness checks. And they're going to remove video on demands and clips with unauthorized use.
Yeah,
So if you rebroadcast something, you might get in trouble. And you can't broadcast pre-release tracks either. So if you're in early access with something and there's a pre-release track on it, like you're gonna get in trouble. So I feel like they're like trying to do something,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like they're also redirecting their attention like in the wrong places. And maybe they're trying to like pick their battles in this case, but I'm not entirely sure because a lot of people are still kind of, talking about ongoing like Twitch raids still. So I don't know. There's like a lot of like streaming shifting going on right now, and I'm kind of
yeah.
excited for it.
You
And
got
like
some people
kind
leaving
of
Twitch to go to Facebook. Some people leaving Facebook to go to
yeah,
Twitch. Like
there's a lot of
it's an
like
interesting period right now. What's going on with the gaming?
yeah, there's like a lot of like I feel like there's a
Well,
lot of
it's just
like
all the people are
cultural
tired of dealing with
dynamics
the
shifting.
racism shit too. I mean, all the
Yeah,
hate bots and shit. That even though Twitch is definitely trying their best to crack down on that, I mean they're tired
yeah,
of it. Like they don't be bothered with that shit. Like man, like yo, can't just stream without getting hate rated and stuff. And on
yeah,
top of that too, like you got a lot of people who are gamers that deal with the sexual side of Twitch, where you got people that go on and make tons of money by being sexual.
yeah,
And then you got a gamer that's really just want to showcase their game that's getting no likes and no views and stuff. It's like, yo, it is what it is. Hey, it's a market. People, I mean, you gotta think about the people that are watching shit on Twitch anyway. Like,
yeah.
I mean, me personally, I enjoy Facebook gaming a lot more than Twitch.
Mhm.
because of that. Because most of the time outside, if I'm watching Magic stuff, I'm watching Twitch. But most of the time, if I'm actually watching a streamer, I'm watching them on Facebook Gaming.
Yeah.
And the platform is a lot easier. I mean, I'm not saying which one's which. I join both because they're both sponsored by us. But I'm saying I join both. But yeah,
Yeah.
one is just seemed to be more. That makes more sense. As an older gamer, I say older gamers should definitely use Facebook Gaming or YouTube Gaming because like it just has that more relaxed sensation. It just even with YouTube's a bitch trying to get viewership. It's a pain.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it. When you go to YouTube, what's the first thing you think? You don't think gaming.
No.
You think I'm gonna go watch somebody do some shit or some DIY shit or some shit like that. You
I
don't
think
sit
a
there and
little bit
watch
more
like
about gaming now.
yeah. And now they're picking up because they actually did like a grant deal and stuff too. They gave away like 50,000 and stuff. So I mean, I love them. I mean, they support us with our tournaments and stuff we're doing. So I mean, but also I'm gonna be real about everything too. But yeah, it's just certain platforms are good for everything. Like watch this podcast, you watch the YouTube Gaming. So it's one of our sponsors.
Correct. You
And
watch this podcast, you'll watch it through Facebook.
yep. Facebook or
watch,
YouTube. Except for Twitch.
yeah.
The only time we'll do Twitch is we do live broadcast, but that's
Yeah.
coming soon in the future. What else we got?
GGG. So I do want to take a moment to take a little sad time. While we were away and while you were conducting your business, we did lose two very important black icons in arts. We lost Anthony Johnson at the age of 55, who is best known for his roles in Friday and House Party, both movies I absolutely love.
AJ Johnson. And I got the hookup. He's in a lot of Master P movies.
Along with that, the godfather of modern black cinema, Melvin Van Peebles, passed away at the age of 89. But his credits include Watermelon Man and Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song.
Damn right. Great producer. But on top of that, plus, I mean, you're 80s. I miss you, but in your 80s. Like, that's a good age. It's a great age. Yeah. I mean, you did some shit. I always told myself, I make it past 72, I'm good.
You see some stuff, you do some stuff.
Oh no, Melvin's seen some shit. I mean, literally, blaxploitation. Oh yeah, he's seen some shit. Even though Spike Lee went through some shit trying to produce some of his films and stuff, Melvin, he's like, bruh, I had it way worse.
You know who also really went through some stuff though, and I never realized until like recently? Richard Pryor.
Of course.
Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he went through it.
Yeah, he's seen some shit. Hey, that's the reason why they become legends. When you go through some shit and you make it out the end of the side, you push it to the limit.
That's how I aspire to be. So, what else? League of Legends Worlds begins October 5th. I'm excited. And like I'm just so excited because like I just always kind of just like catch it like in the middle or like at the tail end, but like this time I'm like at the start. Like I even got to watch like the music video that came out like on Tuesday because that was like a week to the day of like Worlds because it'll be October 5th. And I am just overall excited to be able to watch. I don't really have a favorite team yet, but I'm just so excited. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it does begin October 5th. And then on November 6th, right after the finals of the World Championships, you'll be able to watch League of Legends Arcane right on Netflix starting at 8 p.m. Central Time.
It blows my mind how the fucking that anime series is coming out first before Magic the Gathering. The Magic Gathering, yeah, they're probably doing the Magic Gathering show too, and they announced that way before they announced this, like way before. I'm like, and it still ain't happened yet. So I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Maybe Riot Games.
But Riot's got stupid money. Money. So
I was gonna say Riot may be crazy investing in this, and this may be kind of something that Riot is doing on their own, and like maybe just allowing Netflix to like publish and release.
No, that's how it usually works. They have a creator that creates it, and they're just the publishing platform.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you got to build it first before you put it on Netflix. Netflix is not about to just give you money for it. They'll buy it from you once you create it, but then you have to create it yourself though before they publish it.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why I'm excited for Cobra Kai season 4.
Cobra Kai season 4.
Yep. Have you watched Cobra Kai at all?
I have not, and I think that's mainly because I want to
I mean,
think
are you a
there's.
Karate Kid fan? That's the thing. You gotta be a Karate
Well,
Kid
that's
fan.
the thing. I haven't seen Karate Kid since I was little, so I feel like I need to rewatch Karate Kid to get back into Cobra Kai.
Yeah, you definitely do because like season
Yeah.
4 is basically Karate Kid part 3 continuing, which I'm super excited for because 3 was underrated to me. Like 2 made sense
Okay.
because they went to Japan and shit, but like 3 was
Yeah.
like like it was like what made sense for Cobra Kai. Like it's the villain's run, and that's why I like Cobra Kai so
Okay.
much because it's about the villain side. And then you realize like Johnny really wasn't the villain; it was fucking Daniel. Like the shit is so dope how they do this shit. So I'm
I
super hyped.
I like that though. It's kind of like you're seeing like the opposite perspective.
Yeah, because you finally got Kreese. Like you finally got everybody's background. Because the movies, like, it just gives you everybody what's going on at the time, and then when you actually get everybody's background, you're like, yo, like these motherfuckers weren't mad. They were just in a situation trying to get out of it. Like and Kreese saw that. Like, like Johnny
Spooky.
was really fucking. He was just trying to make his fucking living, and fucking Daniel fucked
Yeah.
it up.
Well, I'm sure. Well, did Daniel know?
Yeah, Daniel's a prick. Like it really shows like the show shows like yeah, Daniel is he started all the shit. Like Johnny was doing his thing, Daniel took his chick, Daniel fucking spit water. Like it was all Daniel's fault. And then Daniel won with the illegal kick. Like this shit is so great. And they talk about it through the whole show. He's like, bro,
Daniel,
it was a
Daniel,
legal kick to the
Daniel.
head. It's like, what? Like, yeah, that was a legal kick. You can't kick anybody in the head and win a tournament. You
No, I
disqualification.
agree. Now I feel like Johnny did nothing wrong.
Exactly, and he didn't. It's so good. So good. And I hate it because I watched the show back on YouTube Premium,
Hmm.
YouTube Red at the time, and I actually paid $10 a month for this shit, and no one else paid for it. But then people got to enjoy it on YouTube when it came to Netflix, so whatever. But I saw it before it was cool.
I saw it before it was cool. I
It's a
love
great, but it's
that.
a great show. I like everybody who love it, but it's a great show.
Have you played Deathloop yet?
No, because I'm waiting for it to come to Game Pass. I thought about picking it up for the PS5,
Hmm.
and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, Microsoft owned Bethesda, so guess what? This
Yeah.
game will come to Game Pass. Like for
Do you
example,
have
like
any
Scarlet
games
Nix.
for your PlayStation 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Deathloop is like it came. I think yeah, I think it's a PlayStation exclusive though. But the fact that Bethesda is owned by Microsoft, it'll become a Game Pass here pretty soon.
Well, I'm asking because Twitter users, well, it came out the week of September 14th,
Yep.
and Twitter users were vocalizing their dislike for the lack of accessibility issues that it has, or for the lack of accessibility that it has, which are leading to accessibility issues. So there's strictly cursor-based menus, so you don't have the option to like use the directional pad to like highlight. It's got small and hard to read text and fonts, so it's going to be harder for people like
Oh my
me
god.
who have bifocal glasses to read. And it's you're unable to customize UI indicators, and so there's a criticism that Deathloop heavily relies on your ability to like play a first person shooter, and first person shooters can be hard just in general, but
Mm-hmm.
particularly for people who don't have the accessibility tools. So I
You
was
know
just
what?
wanting to
I mean,
pick your
if that's the
brain.
case, then don't play the fucking game. Like Jesus, like I'm, like yo, like it's becoming a whiny fucking world now. Like, oh my god, I can't let it. Like, well, guess what? I'm playing. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be coming out with a fucking DLC update or some shit. But like, oh my god, there's so much complaining about shit. Like back in my day, oh my god, I sound like the old gamer now. Like yo, that shit came in a cartridge and that was it. There was no DLC. There was no update. It's like yo, here it is, son. Enjoy. And that's it. You fought through that shit. I was like, oh, I can't read the sign in Fatal Fury. I'm upset. No. Stop. Oh my god. Gamers are becoming like a whiny little fucking people and it's irritating now.
Well, I think there's also the growing demographic of disabled people who are playing games.
And I get that. And people and Microsoft is making controllers for disabled people to play games.
Correct.
I mean,
But
just saying, it's
but
not
you
the developer's
can't.
fault to do that though.
But
Developers not thinking about a whole
Microsoft.
game and be like, oh, I gotta make this game for people that can't play it. No, they want to make money.
But with Microsoft acquiring Bethesda, don't you think it would be like Microsoft's duty to tell Bethesda,
Nope.
hey, you should.
That one is the
No.
PlayStation exclusive. Right. Exactly.
Oh.
They don't give a shit.
Smart. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. People, you
Okay.
guys understand, people. It's business, y'all. It's money. Like, it's business. Like, things. I mean, Fortnite does shady shit. A lot of these companies do shady ass shit that are still there. And guess what? Y'all can either bitch or moan about it like y'all been doing, but at the same time, they're not going to change. Like, for example, with Horizon 2, everybody's complaining, oh, why does she look so chubby? Why she like? Because they're trying to make a real woman look like a real woman. Like, not everybody's going to be Laura Croft, people. Like, come on now. Like, stop with this shit.
Thank you. Not everyone's going to be Laura Croft. Yeah. You're right, and you should say it.
Right. Like, yo, if they want to do that with that, like for example, with the PlayStation event, people were complaining, why is Thor fat? I'm like, he would be big. Like, have you seen?
Why isn't Gamora black?
Right, exactly. There's no black people in Norris. Well, guess what? I'm the game developer. I can do what I fucking want. It's my game.
Also, there's definitely 2 black people in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I don't want to hear it.
I mean, Kratos' voice actor is black. Like, come on, y'all. Like, it just, I mean, gamers are racist. I mean,
Kratos isn't white.
Right.
Like, I posted a TikTok on BESN TV's Facebook page, and it's, what is a hill you are 1,000% willing to die on? And it's Kratos isn't white.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. He's been through some shit. Plus, Zeus is out here fucking everything, so there you have it. Literally, I mean, if you don't know Zeus's backstory, he literally fucks everything.
Yes, Zeus is a very prolific procreator.
He's like, I gotta fuck it. I'll be right back. Swoops down.
I was trying to be polite about it, Tim.
Nah, if y'all know Zeus is, whew, I mean, think about it. He made centaurs and shit because he's fucking horses.
So Venom comes out October 1st, and
Tomorrow.
we are very excited for it. And what also comes out on October 1st is a FIFA 2022. So if you are an esports player and you love your electronic sports, do not forget to pick up your copy of FIFA 22, which will no longer have defender of Manchester City, Benjamin Mendy, because he is being charged with 4 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. And so once you buy it, you will not be able to play him. But this isn't the first time that EA has pulled a FIFA player for doing crappy things. In 2016, they pulled Adam Johnson from their FIFA game because he was found guilty and charged guilty of sexual activity with a 15-year-old girl. And then Dutch national captain Marco van Basten was pulled from FIFA 20, one of the most recent FIFA games, for making comments about Nazis. Something that is a big no-no when you are the Dutch national captain.
Yeah. It's Nazis, people. Shut that shit. Not cool. Not cool.
If you have the early access of FIFA 22, don't worry. When the 22 launches and goes public, you will no longer see Mendy and his rosters and his teams available to you. So you will not be able to use him as a playable character point blank. And whether or not they'll add him after the charges are cleared, or whether or not he's found guilty or not guilty, who can say, but I'm sure people will manage to play their teams without him.
Right, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, guys. You'll be okay.
Yeah. But just to let you know, in case you buy the game and you're like, where's Benjamin Mendy? Then you know.
No, I'm actually no longer interested in buying EA games right when they come out because they're going to be on Game Pass within 3 to 5 months anyway. And plus the value and price just drops way too fast. Like, you literally tomorrow you'll drop $60 on a game, and literally next week it'll be on sale for $29.99. So therefore, I am no longer interested in buying any sports games when they come out. Especially now, they'll either be on Game Pass, such as NBA 2K22 will be on Game Pass here very shortly. Madden 22 will be on Game Pass here shortly. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be doing tournaments with those games, but we'll be doing much later on. It just makes more sense viably. I mean, I hate to say it, but like sports games, you guys are coming out every year. I really feel like you guys need to reverse that. Come out with one game every 2 years, because guess what? We have DLC now. So come out with the main game 2 years, give me time to develop it, that we can make it better, and let's drop DLC forward this year with different roster updates. But EA won't do that because he doesn't give a shit. But that's my piece on that.
That's valid. I mean, I don't really have a dog in that fight because I just downloaded 2K21, NBA 2K21 a couple weeks ago, and I've only been able to launch it once successfully.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling with it being on my PC. So Once I start it, I'll let you know. But I never really understood why they made sports games every year anyways, because it just feels like the only thing that really changes is the graphics. Like they don't ever add anything new. Like I mean, yeah, the teams change and the people on the teams like switch and change, and there's like campaigns and like story modes now, but I just don't really see like any point in having them yearly. Like
Right.
every other year I could get. Every 2 years, maybe. Like every 2 years would be kind of pushing it. Like I think that'd leave a lot of wiggle room for game development to improve, but also the team switches from like the drafting and all the trading. Like I think it would be more fresh.
Yeah. Real quick though, I know as we're doing the podcast,
Yes.
you don't have any tabs or anything open right now, right? Because you're starting to lag a little bit.
I've got one open for what I'm about to talk about next.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know why you started lagging for a little bit there, but
I also be moving. I'm such a wiggle worm. I can't help it. I get nervous. I'm a fidgeter. I need a fidget spinner again. Not even gonna lie. So, if you're playing New World, the MMO put out by Amazon, which has been really successful to the point where people are waiting 2 hours to get in the server, I just want to let you know, you cannot name yourself Jeff Bezos, and you cannot name yourself anything related to Jeff Bezos, like Jeb Bezos or Jag Bezos. And you cannot change your name in-game to Amazon Official and start saying bad things about Amazon.
Ha! Hilarious.
It is in the rules now that you cannot impersonate any individual or entity, including employees or representatives of Amazon. So that is a little tidbit that you should know going into playing New World. So make sure you get creative with your names. Don't try to be Jeffrey Bezos.
That makes sense.
Are you playing New World yet?
No, I got it downloaded though. I just haven't touched it yet because it's kind of like an older game with the newer game. If it makes any fucking sense to me, it's a combination of two games that already came out already. Like it's a combination of Godfall and a combination of Guild Wars. I used to play a shit ton back in the day, and that's what New World is.
I've heard of Godfall.
Yeah. No, I have not touched Godfall since last year. That's sad. But it's an MMO. Like, I mean, man, I just wish I had time. Time. But I'm gonna make time. I mean, actually, this weekend I'm gonna sit back and play some games down at GDEX in Columbus. So I'm gonna go, play some indie games, talk to developers, have a little breather. But yeah, it's definitely been one of those things.
That'll be exciting. So speaking of games, though, you're very so do you have both consoles, like both new gen consoles?
Yeah, I have everything.
I've never really asked
everything.
you.
Yep.
Okay. So, Tim is lucky to have both new-gen consoles, but there are lowly people out here like me who haven't even gotten remotely close to touching or buying a PlayStation 5. But that's going to change, apparently, in the second half of 2022, according to AMD CEO Lisa Su, who says the chip shortage that has made getting a new-gen console video game harder is coming to an end. Things will be rough in the first half of the year. We'll still have a bit of a shortage, but then things should be picking back up again. And so just hold on a little bit longer if you are waiting for that Xbox Series S or X or that PlayStation 5 standard or digital edition, because hope is coming in the form of the end of a chip shortage.
Yay. But I got a feeling that that's not going to change anything. They're still going to be doing this shit on purpose. But as long as I get my fucking Steam Deck, that's all I give a fuck about. I just want my damn Steam Deck. That's all I care about.
I don't really think this would affect Steam Decks, because I feel like at this point they would have maybe said so, because at this point pre-orders are going to pick up the closer it gets, especially to the holidays.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not as excited about the Steam Deck as I am, maybe other games or other consoles, because I don't use Steam as much as I use Epic Games right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You're more of an Epic Games girl? Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'll download. See, the thing with Epic Games, like I'll download the fucking free game. Like I got like 20 free games from Epic Games that I have not touched at all.
Yeah.
Within the same time, I still got my Steam games I haven't touched either. So I like them both. But that's cool though. You're an Epic Games guy. Congratulations. That's what's up. I respect that.
Yeah. So I actually just downloaded. I actually just installed and downloaded Rocket League this week. So now I feel like I'm really all in on
It's
Epic
so
Games
dope.
because it was free.
I've been playing that. Me and Perfect Legend been playing that shit. Like that shit's crack. Like I see why it's big on esports. That shit is fucking crack. I see why people put money into it because you can really fuck some shit up. Like it's crack. Like when you learn how to score and start doing all these crazy shit, you're like, yo, I'm in my whip playing soccer. That's all it is. Like I respect it.
Yeah. And I remember when it first came out, a lot of people were like, well, it's just playing soccer with race cars. And I was like, oh, I could kind of get into that. And so I'm kind of I didn't realize it was free on Epic Games. So I'm pretty invested now.
It's free, but to get dope, you got to put money in it. You got to put
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So I think I'll try it for the sake of streaming, kind of see if I can.
And then people have different weapon kits and stuff that you should be playing with too to make your skill better. Once you learn your play style, it's all about applying the kit that you want. And once you learn the kit, it changes everything. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it gets there. That's what I'm saying. It starts off fun. You okay, we want to go we want to get serious here about it. It just scales up so fast.
I got you. I like that. Oh man, now I'm excited to play it.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna definitely have fun with that shit. Like matter of fact, I just picked up the new WarioWare game today too, and I'm like, I gotta play that damn thing. I have I have 5 Switch games I have not played at all.
Really?
I mean, I still haven't played Paper Mario 2 yet. I mean, the new Paper Mario that came out last year. I still haven't played Bowser Stories yet. I had so many games on my Switch that are sitting there looking at me like, hey. Like, even Scarlet Nexus came out for Game Pass today, too. And I'm like, I downloaded it, but I haven't played it. I hate this. I gotta play something. Let me play.
Are you driving to Columbus, or are you doing a quick flight?
No, driving.
Driving?
Yeah.
Are you driving the whole way, or are you switching with somebody?
No, we're men up here. We drive the whole way.
He said we're men. We drive the whole way. I was just saying, if you're the passenger, you could play your Switch in the car.
No, I drive. When we go on trips, we treat it as Star Trek. You have to have your navigator, and that's everybody's on point. Nobody sleeps in our trips. Like we sleep in my car, we got problems. I mean, that's how accidents happen. That's how people die. Because if the driver's bored, and then especially if it's a 2-person in the car too, that's super dangerous. Like your driver should always be alert. And so I hate it when people I've driven with people before where they got in the front seat. I'm like, what the fuck you doing fall asleep for? Oh, well, I was tired. I'm like, well, then you sleep. Like when you on the road, that's just dangerous. Like if I fall asleep and you fall asleep, that's not good. And guess what? That's how you die. And there's no respawns in real life, so be careful.
Agreed. Yeah.
Why? What type of driver are you? Are you the sleeper driver that rides in? You go to sleep when you drive, don't you? Yep. Oh, you're not
I'm a non-driver.
So you're definitely sleeping in the passenger.
Yes, but you know what though? I am invested in being the navigator on long trips, because when my boyfriend and I rode to Texas, I worked really hard not to fall asleep.
But you did fall asleep though.
And yeah, I failed sometimes.
See?
Yeah, because
you already failed.
But I wasn't trying to. I just shut my eyes because it's because the navigation says that we have to be on this road for 50 miles, and so I'm just standing, and then at some point I just fall asleep. I don't know. I feel bad, but I can't help it.
Nope. If you feel bad, you wouldn't do it.
But but my body.
I mean, this is how I look at it. Let's say you're on an airplane, right? Let's say the pilot decides to go to sleep and the co-pilot decides to go to sleep. Exactly.
Isn't that what autopilot is for?
Yeah, so is cruise control. I mean, shit, if nobody's behind it controlling it.
That's fair. Speaking of making sure you're in control, Activision Blizzard, I think, is trying to do this. And here's why. Activision Blizzard is trying to settle with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission for $18 million. And they're not trying, but they are. They're settling for $18 million to compensate for eligible claimants who are a part of their class action lawsuit against their allegations for allowing a frat place work environment where sexual harassment ran rampant. The remaining money that from the $18 million that doesn't go to the eligible claimants, because apparently something has to make you eligible,
Right.
it's going to go to charities that will advance and promote women being in the video game industry and also advocate for safe workplaces free from harassment and that promotes company diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
So 18 million is their hush money. That's their hush money.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
secret of the table. All right, we'll give you this 18 million, right? I want you guys to shut the fuck up about all this shit. And then we're gonna give it some charities too. And you guys are gonna shut the fuck up. You're not gonna bring. I mean, this shit's disgusting.
Now, they're
18 million is the price. What about the girl that died? What's our people getting?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're
how
giving
do
the
you
organization money, and then they're letting the organization handle it. That's what it sounds like, correct?
Yeah. Is what it sounds like. And not only that, but this is just to settle with the equal opportunity, with the Equal
And who the
Employment
fuck are
Opportunity
them?
Commission.
What do they do? That makes no sense. We're gonna pay another company 18 million when we should pay this girl's family who fucking died because of this shit.
Especially because the Department of Fair Employment and Housing, they still have an ongoing lawsuit. So the settlement isn't even for them. So they're still going to court. They're still going to court with the DEFH.
What the fuck are they paying them? It's just like a random guy popped up. Hey, Activision, I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. Okay, we'll give this guy the check, and then he'll take care of it. Okay, what about the family of the girl that died? Oh shit. Yeah.
What I'm thinking is that the DFEH had to submit like their filings and their lawsuit with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, so maybe that's why the money's going through them.
Why? Because they did the report? Hey, we gotta get paid for this report we did. Like, seriously, this shit makes money makes no sense. Why is this money even like? Okay, so I get the report, right? You get the report that found all these findings, right? So then you're giving a check to the person this shit makes no sense. You're giving money to this. The ELE gets money before this other person who died gets money, and then we're gonna support these others. It's just like Activision Blizzard is purposely going around the fact of this shit. They're going around it. Instead of, hey, we're sorry we fucked up and killed, even though this person was the president, fucking stepped down or some shit. No.
He did step down, but he's also going to be making $150 million by the end of the year.
He stepped from shit. He's still getting paid. Oh, I'll stop being president. Hey, y'all still paying me? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll stop being president. Damn, this has not gotten better.
It's not. I think it'll get significantly worse for Activision Blizzard before it even remotely starts to get better.
I think it's going to get the exact opposite, because now they just paid the people to shut it up. Because if you notice, this is the first time we brought it back up in like 4 or 5 podcasts. Like, we're bringing this shit up on the continuously. So now it's just like, now Activision's in their mood. Like, okay, we're going to pay people off now. Who we got to pay? We got to hush. And it's like, you guys are paying everybody but the person that's not here in this world anymore.
Man. It's just hard because, like,
we're going to give the girl charity so you guys can hire girls that can come work for us so we can keep doing the same shit again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let me foster an environment where none of these things exist, but I'm going to put money down so that maybe one day they will exist. Like, it just feels like when you put money into like initiatives, like, it's not a guarantee that the initiative is going to work.
Right.
Like, do you know how many initiatives like at my university like didn't work, like to promote diversity and equity and inclusion?
Shit, it's not working fucking now. Like, black is not trending no more after. It looks like we got him for George Floyd, so let's go back to being us again. I'm like, no. Like, last year, we got the diversity inclusion person. We're giving $50 million to VC. We're doing all this shit, and then guess what? 2021, all of a sudden, Black people. Oh, we
2021, we
shit.
can't help you anymore.
Exactly. Oh, you. I mean, I hate to say this, because even the companies I'm talking to now that
Mm-hmm.
were all big on supporting black growth and shit and everything. Now are
Yeah.
they? Oh, we'll talk to this person now. Or talk to this. I'm like, oh, now you back to doing your old ways. And I'm gonna call them out on that
Yes.
shit. Fuck that. Like, yo, like you supposed to be supporting this shit. Support the shit. Like even the biggest names like are they switched their agenda. Well, now let's. Like, oh my god, like, I feel like I'm getting
I
political with this shit, but like, it's
But
stop.
I think it's fair and okay for you as our founder and CEO to like be vocal about this,
Yeah, this is
because you
bullshit.
want people to know that, these companies are, to the faces on their social media saying that they want to promote these things, but here we are trying to do what they're wanting and doing what they're saying that they want to do, and you're getting the runaround.
Yep.
I think it's very fair of you to be, frustrated. And I know you say you hate to say it, but I know you don't,
I
because
know,
I know what
but
upsets
it
you.
covers the ass. I gotta cover the company's ass. Gotta cover it.
Yes,
But
yes.
I mean, let's be real this quick. Like, for example, like Black Lives Matter, stop
Yes.
Asian hate. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate. Where the
Hashtags.
fuck is the stop black hate? All we just trying to say is like, yo, we here. Can we live? Would it not stop black hate? Like, that's completely
Yeah.
okay. Like, either both of them was wrong as shit, but it's like, yeah, look at it's all about the clarity of the message. And
Yeah.
it's like, yo, like, for example, like there's plenty of money thrown for, oh, let's do this for Asian. I'm all about that. I'm all about people of color to get what we gotta get, but at the same time, it's like you still got a black kid that's got a bachelor's degree that still can't get a gaming job.
Yeah.
It has the same credentials as the next person next to him, but you see his name is Jamal or Jamiroquai or the fuck or Tanisha, she doesn't get the job, which is bullshit. And that's what we're here at BSN is trying to create and stop. It's like, yo, like same skill set, same everything, but that's a whole other
Tanisha
conversation.
deserves the same job as Trisha.
Right? It's, oh my god, get me started with that. Especially growing up like me being a marketing background.
Yeah.
Like literally like most of the people they've hired in my position were, I hate to say it, were white women, and I'm like, yo, I have a degree in this marketing shit. Like,
I was going to say,
Yeah.
like, and your full name is very European sounding.
Right.
So sometimes when you tell me about, your marketing past, I imagine them imagining you as some skinny white guy, and you're
Yep.
not.
And I walk in, they see this big burly black guy with glasses. Like, oh, he's super intelligent. You know what's the damn, but we can't hire him because he's a Negro. We don't hire the Negroes here. Actually, how many people? Or I'm affirmative action hire, and they look at it like, well, we do got George down in the county, and we could hire one more black.
Yeah, like you're like to meet like some quota or something.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I'm not your Negro person either. So I'm not this safe black guy. I'm always people mind about everything. I'm not the token black guy. Which I mean, this is not me. I'm a realist. I might have the voice of an educated black person, which I do, but at the same time, these hands are ready to eat for everyone. It's the reason I'm called Thug Geek, y'all. Come on now. I may be dorky and nerdy, but I'm not promoting violence here at BSN.TV. We don't promote violence. But hey, like Malcolm said, by any means necessary. Boom. Mic drop. There we go.
By any means necessary. By any means necessary, Black Esports Network is here for you, bringing you all the best with BlerdSoup. Please make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BESNTV, and follow us on Twitch at BESNTV1, where you can see me stream 3 times a week, and you can see Tim stream on the weekends when he's not so busy working so hard to get the things we need together to be your Black Esports Network, the #1 place to see all things Black gaming and Black esports, because Black gamers and Black esports players matter. Please be
And black
on the
developers,
lookout.
damn it.
Black game developers do matter. And Tim,
Oh, we forgot to do that
gotta,
real quick. GDC. We forgot to cover the Black Game Developers event expo.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I forgot. Like, and
I didn't forget. I don't forget black folks. I saw the indie
I
showcase. It was fantastic. It was some
it
amazing ass games.
was. It was.
Some amazing ass game. Like that, the Black Game Developer Conference. That shit is amazing. Like we're supposed to sponsor this year, but unfortunately some shit happened. But definitely for next year. But it's an amazing event. It showcases all the people of color, BIPOC, everybody in of color on it. Like it showcases these games. They're
I'm
fucking
really
amazing. They're
hoping it'll
fucking
be in
beautiful.
person
Like
next year.
like magnifique. And most of these games are on Steam too. Like I
Yes.
did a post in the chat. But definitely check it out. A lot of these games are on Steam. Give them a download. Give them a play. I might do that one day for community night where we just go through and play all these games that are available through Steam because I'm also
That
about
would be
supporting that
great.
because that's the point of our platform too. So
Yes. Oh man, I do love GDOC. So, Aerial Knights, the developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, he has an upcoming game coming out called Dot, and it's something that he was working on long before Never Yield. So that was the thing that I was super excited about at GDC, and I am very, very excited.
it's banging. I mean, you got a lot of good stuff out there. And we got more stuff for the podcast, don't we? You got anything else left? Oh, we covered a lot.
We did cover a lot. There was a lot. There was a lot to talk about. Just from missing last week and you know and this week it was a little bit slow, but there was quite a bit. The one thing that I could tell you, along with, so like I said, the National Music Publishers Association has really, really been like harping on like these deals with like gaming to like make sure that like their music is okay. Like they settled a $200 million lawsuit with the people of Roblox.
Yeah.
And it's going to allow the publishers of the music the choice of whether or not they want the game to have their music in Roblox. So it's up to the publisher and not so much like the streamer or like Roblox themselves.
Yeah.
So I like that because it gives like the people who make the music a little bit more freedom to say whether or not they really want it in there.
Interesting. I mean, music, that's a whole other kit and caboodle. That is a whole other fucking thing with that shit.
I mean, I love music. There's a lot of, speaking of music, there is a lot of talk about who might be performing at the Super Bowl. And a lot of the names that I'm hearing are Snoop, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, it's confirmed. It's confirmed.
Is that confirmed?
Yep. It's Snoop, Mary J., Dre, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar. I mean, it's basically everybody from Dre's record label. So I mean, outside Mary J. Blige. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be weird though, because a lot of them people don't sing Super Bowl safe songs. Like it's not like a Bruno Mars or Weeknd or Lady Gaga.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
Katy Perry. Yeah, this is a very I don't want to say hood heavy halftime show.
It is though. Be real with it. It is what it is, y'all. It's hood heavy. It's straight up.
It is hood heavy. Like, and
80% of these people smoke weed. Like, come on now, y'all. It's a very hood heavy show.
Big bet. It's going to that place. Like
Snoop is going to be smoking his blunt performing. Like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
They'll probably get fined. FCC will probably find a way to find him and shit, but it's going to happen. Blunts will be passed. It's going to be forgotten about Dre. It's going to be Eminem, who just opened up a fucking Mom's Spaghetti shop in Detroit. Like,
yes, Mom's Spaghetti is now open in Detroit. So if you are in the Southwest Michigan, Northwest or Southeast Michigan, Northwest Ohio, Toledo area, make sure you make the drive to check it out. It is called Mom's Spaghetti. It's only got a few things on the menu, but
really few. I'm like, is this?
But I think it's gonna be a popular place.
I know. I feel like he should just made a pop up like he did before. Like make it a pop. Like it's literally 5 items in the thing. It's Mom's Spaghetti, Mom's Spaghetti sandwich, and then that's it. That's all it has.
There's a spaghetti and meatballs that's vegan.
Yeah, right. It's called the rabbit balls. That's what they call it. I'm like, really?
I love that.
Vegan options for fucking spaghetti. Just ask for no tomato sauce. Just eat noodles. There you go, vegan.
Tomato sauce is vegan.
Oh my god, vegans no. Sorry, I don't care. Call me a vegan hater. I am not safe for vegans. I am NSFV, not safe for vegans. I would gladly eat some pork ribs right in front of you and be like, amazing.
My boyfriend is also not safe for vegans, but I'm vegan safe.
You vegan?
No, but I like vegan things.
I mean, I like vegan food too, but I'm not in this. I'm in SFV. Like, I would gladly, like, one of my things, because there's a spot in Atlanta called Slutty Vegan. So me and my
Yes.
homie we would when they want to go there with like a plate of like barbecue pork ribs and just eat them in front of everybody.
That's so mean. I would never do that. I wouldn't go that far.
Because no, why? This is the only reason why I'm mean towards vegans, because they're the only type of people that shake your hand, but hey, I'm Tom, I'm vegan. It's like nobody asked Tom. It's like they're always sharing they're vegan. I'm like, I'm an omnivore. Like, nobody says that. Only vegan.
But I
vegan,
am an omnivore.
right?
I eat meat and plants.
Exactly, but you don't go shaking people's hand and tell people that, hey, I'm Erica. I'm an omnivore. How you doing?
Maybe
Only
I
vegans
will.
act that way. They purposely go off the way. You be outside smoking a cigarette or something, but hey, I'm Scott. I'm a vegan. Bruh, I don't care. Like, we're not even eating food right now.
Hi, I'm Tad. Do you eat vegan?
Right, exactly. It's like, and the thing about it too, like, especially like vegans who eat like they eat a lot of vegans aren't healthy. You know that, right? Because a lot of shit they eat is heavy
It's
processed.
Yes.
The fuck, like Impossible Burger is worse than a Whopper. It's way worse.
No. Yep.
It's just got so much salt. So it's like, yeah, you're saving the world, but you're really killing yourself at the same time faster.
And a lot of vegan food you find is in like the frozen food section.
Yep.
Which is honestly like in sometimes like the worst possible place to just like pick up food.
Is that the worst part? Like, I'm looking at pizza rolls and there's a vegan sandwich next to it. Guess what? I'm gonna go with some Totinos over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with the Totinos.
Exactly.
Because I actually look at the boxes of this shit. I'm like, oh, like the Impossible Burger. I looked back to this shit. I'm like, this shit's worse than regular beef.
Yeah.
So to give me something that's fake, that's not even tasting the shit. And on top of that, I just hate the fact that vegans go through this whole level of imitation that tastes like something else.
Yes.
It's like, for example, there's a video that Tasty did. It's called The Vegan Dog. And it's just a carrot made to taste like a hot
my
dog.
gosh, I've seen that.
I'm just
like a carrot on a hot dog bun, but they like they fry it. I was thinking like fry and like dry.
Right.
So like they but they like grill it on like a grill or like fry it in like a pan just like you would like a hot dog. Like, I'm surprised they don't be boiling them like white people do hot dogs. Like,
all I know is I ever go to anybody's party and I go grab a hot dog and I bite to it and it's a fucking carrot. Once again, my hands are ready to eat for everyone. There were going to be problems. And that's the thing, like, I've been to like vegan events and had a blast. Like, this one I went to a year ago. 2 years ago. It's called Vegan Fest. And like, it's different restaurants doing vegan food, which is great.
I love a vegan fest.
Like, I love jackfruit. Jackfruit can taste like pork and everything. I love what they do with that. But, and I hate to say it, but I got horribly sick afterwards. But yeah, I like vegan food. I just don't like the fact that you don't have to tell me you're vegan.
Correct.
That's all. Just eat like everybody else eat. Nobody else goes, hey guys, I'm going to a vegan restaurant because you get some vegan food. You guys want anything? Yeah, pick me up a ham sandwich while you're out.
A ham sandwich. It'd actually be a watermelon sandwich. It would just be thinly sliced like ham.
Right, like the watermelon ham. Yeah, you seen that shit before too? I saw that video. I'm like,
yeah,
if somebody takes the time
smoking
and
watermelons and they look like hams.
Right. And first off, if you take the time to smoke a watermelon, you have problems already.
First off, I don't know if I'd eat a smoked watermelon. It just feels too hot. Like,
right. Why are we smoking watermelons? That's the thing. Why are we smoking fruit? Like, I love dehydrated fruit. Like, like dehydrated shit's fantastic.
Yeah, but like dried banana chips or like freeze dried, like mango slices. Yeah.
But if you gave me a smoked banana, I'm probably gonna stop and shot you. You guys gotta try some of this smoked apple. It's delicious. I'll just eat applesauce, my dude. Thank you so much.
Well, a lot of people might argue, well, you'd eat a deep freeze banana. But that's a banana that's been frozen, like in hand dipped.
And it's still a banana. It's not smoked. Correct. Like, because I love smoky things. I mean, I love brisket. I love all these amazing meats.
Smoked cheeses. Yeah.
Right. But one thing I do like about vegan, I know we're talking about games and shit, but one thing I do like about vegans is these motherfuckers making nut cheeses. This shit's amazing. Like, I don't know what. First of all, who had the patience to be like, guess what? I'm going to take these nuts and I'm going to just squeeze the shit out of them until some juice pop out, ferment them, and make cheese out of it. Fucking amazing.
I love that.
But the person who did that shit the first time, whew, you got a lot of times in your hands, my friend.
Right. And yeah, we are a gaming company, a gaming esports company, and this is a gaming esports podcast. But don't forget, we also talk about literature, we talk about television, we talk about movies, we
And
talk
culture,
about anything.
motherfuckers.
Yes, we talk about anything and everything on this
That's what we
podcast.
want to talk.
So,
Like gaming and esports is the cup of tea, but then we go over the fuck where else we want to go. So vegans, I need to get a BSC shirt made. NSFV, not safe for vegans.
it's the entire point of BlerdSoup. Gaming and esports, we know, is your cup of tea, but the culture and the perspective that we bring in is indeed your BlerdSoup.
Question though, but could you eat a vegan ramen?
A vegan what?
Vegan ramen.
Oh, I would. Because it would just be vegetables. It would just be vegetables and a vegetable broth. I feel like most ramen could be vegan.
Shit.
I went to that ramen place in Ann Arbor a month or so ago.
Which one?
And something turtle. Painted turtle, not painted turtle.
Oh, I know you're talking about now. Yeah, was it good?
Yes, it was. And I did see a couple of vegan ramen options on there.
But did you get a vegan option? No.
No, of course not. I made sure I got one where I got an egg, though. I tell you that much.
Yeah, if there's no egg in my ramen, we got problems.
Oh yeah.
So what you get? The pork tatsu, the chicken? What you get?
It was a shrimp ramen. It was like a spicy shrimp ramen. It was.
Oh, you're a spicy gal. You like spices.
I love spicy. I love spicy.
So do you like ramen? So are you a ramen at any time person, or you're a ramen at a certain time of the season person?
No, I will eat ramen and soups and all kinds of warm things. It will be 90 degrees outside, and I will sit outside with a hot chocolate that is hot.
With marshmallows? Are you a marshmallow person too?
Extra.
That's what I'm talking. Not them little ass motherfuckers. I'm talking about them big boys.
Yes. Always big boys. And a crap ton of whipped cream.
See, I don't know. I'm not a whip guy. Like even when I go to Starbucks, I'm like, let me get the Capilaniati 50 with no whip.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not the kind of person who like swirls my like my whipped cream in. I like to drink it like with my I like to give myself like a little whipped cream mustache when I drink.
Interesting.
Like I like it being on top.
Where else is gonna go? You can't put whipped cream at the bottom.
Yeah, well.
Ooh, could you though? A reverse hot chocolate. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I always wanted to try one of those hot chocolate bombs.
That just made me hungry for s'mores. Because it is that time of season for s'mores. Yeah.
For s'mores and bonfires, because it is fall. S'mores, bonfires, and 1920s bank heist strawberries, courtesy of Tim Zaxxon.
Yeah, see, give me a s'more over here, there. Give me s'mores.
Give me.
Snaggy s'mores.
Let's rob the bank, and then let's go to the grocery store with the money we just took, and then we'll have a nice bonfire and have some s'mores.
Yeah, babe, let's get over here. Yeah, right. That's what they call ladies broads. That's that broad over there. Ah.
Look at that pigeon. She's gorgeous.
Right, pigeon. What the hell? You want to fight me, buddy? Let's go over here and let's go to the rock, man. Ah. 1920. Technically, it's the 20s again. It's the 20s again, technically.
Well, is it the Roaring 20s or is it the Roaring XD 20s? Because I'm not sure.
Man, it's failing big time because thanks to COVID, but that's another. It's definitely not roaring. The 20s definitely coming. It came in very quarantine last year.
It's not coming roaring. It came in crawling.
Yeah, weird. Like 2019 was fantastic.
I'm very optimistic about the 2020s, though.
I mean,
I'm very optimistic about the 2020s, and I hope you
2022
are
is looking
too.
pretty good. It's looking pretty good for 2022, but I don't want to jinx it. That's crazy. We only have 3 months left this year.
I'm not jinxing it, but I'm hopeful. You know.
See,
I'm
just the type of guy where I always prepare for the worst of everything.
I like to prepare for the worst, but also hope for the best. I have a lot of hope. I have more hope now than I did 3 and 4 years ago. You know?
That is fantastic. Hope is hope is hope. Damn, they just dropped a bunch of shit today. Game Pass has got Scarlet. They got Scarlet. They got Marvel Avengers. Excuse me, they got a lot of shit, but
Yeah, Marvel Adventures was coming to Game Pass this week. I forgot, including all the DLC, so you don't even have to wait for War for Wakanda. You don't.
I feel bad for PlayStation users. I just feel so bad for you guys. I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad for me because I don't have a PlayStation.
But you have a PC, and PC's the master race.
I do not think PC is the master race. I just think PC... I accidentally fell into the PC master race, okay? It all started with The Sims.
You have a PC with a PlayStation controller.
Yes.
You can't do that reversely. Exactly.
That's true.
I mean, technically you can get a USB converter, but that's for hardcore people that play games, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, not me. Not me. Could never be me. I'll be lucky if I even move to like a desktop.
Hopefully soon. But other than that, though, this has been great. It's been your boy T Fields for podcast BlerdSoup number 14. Oh my God, we got one more episode left, guys. Before we, like I said, we jump to our season 2. We're gonna bring more guests like we did kind of towards the season. But it's been a great ride so far. We'll see you next week, and then we'll be taking a break after that. You guys take it easy.